G'day viewers, back again, finally making some progress on the GT engine. Putting hard block in this time, and we'll see how we go with this. I've already done the other side, worked out quite well. So, here you go. With the hard block, I worked out that I bought the full fill kit, which works out for me filling up to the bottom of the water pump holes, enough to do 2 blocks. It takes about roughly 1.5 litres each side, which is more than enough in a full kit to do 2 engines. By divvying up the 2 bags they give you, so half a bag per side, measured by weight on a digital scale, like so. Oops, should have done that. Start with water, they say. Okay, so 600 ml of water. And the fun part, trying to do this on your own. But anyway, here we go. Okay, 5 minutes of mixing. I'll do a bit more off camera. Okay, there we go. We'll start the pouring. And I've just tipped it into a chopped off milk carton. A bit in each. Some more. It flows fairly well with this ratio. Oops, there we go. We're full. And put the last bit in the back. Block a few taps. So as it turns out, you get a little more in one side than the other. But both those mixes were the same, and the other bank was almost exactly perfect, where this one has overflowed just a little bit. Anyway, that should be set by tomorrow. This worked out really well. I just taped this off to protect the block. few of these little funnels. You can't make a boo-boo while you're rushing, sticking it in the wrong hole or pulling up a head bolt hole or anything like that. And that gives me the perfect level by having it running out there. Yeah, so by tomorrow afternoon that'll be set up pretty good, and should be right. Okay guys, so one last thing on this hard block stuff. Seems to me it's a pretty easy thing to do. Some people seem to have trouble with it, but all I did was follow the directions to the letter, make sure I followed their mixing ratios, which you don't have to go much out to upset it, I suspect. Like 600 to 650 mil would be the maximum amount of water. I converted it from ounces and pounds in the instructions, but yeah, I wouldn't go over 650 for half a bag out of the full fill. At that, I think it was the limit. Any more it would have been too much, but it worked fairly well. That's at 650 on the first one. It was a little watery, so I went back to 600 mil in the second one, and it flowed nice, didn't separate. More than enough working time. I just used cold water out of the fridge. The weather's pretty cool here at the minute. It's only about 12 degrees C, so yeah, it's not trying to go off in 5 seconds while you're trying to put it together. And you saw how I did it, so it's pretty straightforward. The preparation takes 10 minutes, and putting it in takes 2 minutes. Like my preparation, I had a bit of masking tape and the extra funnels. I think that made it really easy, and there's no sitting there trying to, oh, it goes in this hole, that hole. The funnels are sitting in there straight into the water jackets. No chance of making a mistake, putting it in the wrong place. There's no spillage anywhere, and I just tipped it out of the bucket into a chopped off milk carton. 2 goes of that, give it a bit of a stir in between to make sure it was all mixed in nice, and it flows beautiful. And so far, seems to have worked quite well. So yes.